This is what's left of Sulie Sial's dream home.
Yeah, that's her.
She'd lived there for 3 years, along with her beloved cats Sassy, Bodie and Pixie.
So during COVID, a lot of people abandoned their pets when they left. So I rescued them and I said, I'll give you a good life. But I trapped them.
In Sydney for a medical appointment, she had no idea her town was on fire. Her cats were inside the house at Coolewong with the air conditioning on. She realised what was happening when she checked her security cameras remotely.
And I saw my neighbours running, and then I saw the constable running out my driveway. And then he yelled, and then all my cameras went offline. By the time I was able to get one camera to work, and I had already seen what I thought, it was some orangey thing that reflected off the rocks, and I was like, what is that?
As the bushfire raged, Sulie Sial made her way back, but wasn't allowed near her home until firefighters escorted her there the following day.
And I just screamed, and I just screamed, and I just screamed, and I just screamed. I was still hopeful. I was like, Pixie, Bodie, come back. I'm here now. And I just screamed.
She found one of her cats hiding under her neighbour's house. It's in hospital with life-threatening injuries.
And Sassy tried so hard. She broke through and she cut her nose up to kind of break through whatever mesh or glass to get through. And then I just thought, no one was helping her because it came so quick.
Sulie returns here every day, hoping the other 2 cats will come home. A Singaporean migrant, they're her only family here. It's been 4 days and so far there's no sign.
I was so angry at myself. I was so angry. I was like, I trapped the cats in. I thought I was giving them aircon.
Sulie had to rebuild her life after overcoming thyroid cancer and will now have to rebuild her home, which she fears is underinsured.
I was shattered. 10 years of building, I sat there and I just go, I don't know how to pick my pieces up.
Tim Taylor lives on a nearby street and believes many will have the same problem with insurance.
We're all probably underinsured a bit too much, so that's going to be the hard part too for a lot of people.
And is that because of the area you live in that you're underinsured? It's just one of those tricky...
It's just building prices have gone up so much over the years that it goes up, you put it up a few percent every year, but it's been going up 30%, 40%.
His house is still standing, but his neighbours are not.
And then over here is just house wipe out, house wipe out.
He believes his would be gone too if he hadn't been running late to meet friends on Saturday.
Had I have left, there's no way we'd still be standing.
As flames spread along the railway near his property, Tim sprayed down his home with the hose.
That just spotted in here and that's where it took off from, straight in here, and it's just gone.
Tim fled, believing he'd never see his house again.
It went from complacency and within 10 minutes, everything was up and it was bolt for your life. It was quick. It was properly quick.
He won't be able to move back home until the area's been cleared of asbestos and dangerous trees. Una Knight and her daughter Amity moved to Coolewong just 11 weeks ago.
Mum rang me and she was like, Amity, what do you want out of the house? And I'm like, I don't know, like Teddy, my Teddy, I don't know, like birth certificate. That was really amazing to experience, like, what do you grab? Because we just moved here, hadn't really thought a fire plan.
Water bombers helped save their home and those of their neighbours, but Una stayed up overnight hosing down 6 trees that remained on fire. Days later, they're still keeping watch as logs smoulder near their backyard.
And still burning, and all this dry leaves are just surrounding it until it's really, really out, and all the little embers are really out. Then you can relax because
Anything can happen.
Meanwhile, in Tasmania, hundreds were forced to flee near St Helens on the Upper East Coast yesterday. At least 2 properties have been lost as authorities continue to battle the blaze.
The crews faced really challenging conditions last night. Wind was very strong and erratic, and crews on the ground have done a fantastic job to limit that damage to two houses. It could have been a lot worse.
Further south at Dolphin Sands, residents and property owners have been permitted to return after a fire destroyed 19 homes on the weekend. Tony Maguire was one of the first to build in the area decades ago.
Very difficult to take it all in. It's you see push bikes with virtually nothing left on them, not even a skerrick of paint.
Heatwave conditions are expected to continue across much of Australia this week, sparking fears of further fires.
You never think it happens to you. I was just shocked, and I was just, how am I gonna fix this?